Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how to cast on your knitting machine. So I'm using the Addi, the small one, the 22 needle one. As you see, we have 3 of the black needles. Now some people like to start on the white needle here. I like to start on the first black needle. That's my preference. That's my choice. Everybody has a choice of how they like it. Either end, it works fine. And as long as you cast it on crisscross the first time, and then normal the second time, so you go all around every single needle afterwards, you're fine either way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our yarn, like so. We're going to leave a tail on it also. We're going to put it in our first black needle with its tail. Do you see its tail? It's long enough. You don't want it too long. Well, it depends on the project. You don't want it too long, but you don't want it too short, okay? So what I'm going to do is, for the first needle, it's going to be on the inside of the needle. The second needle will be behind. And then the third needle will be in front. The fourth needle will be behind. So you do that for the first row. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. You'll end on the white one here, right here, on the back. And this will be, like I said, your first one, so it'll be in the front. Okay, so I'll show you. So you had front, back, 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 keep going, front, back, front, back, front, back. So then, what you'll do, so now you're going to put your yarn, so you end it on the back of the white one right here. You put your arm through here. Make sure it's secure. So you see this little hole here. You make sure it's secure. Oop, right in there, okay? Don't know if you see it properly. So see, right through here. Push it in right here in this hole here. Bonk, right like that. Then you close it, okay? Wonder if it would help you guys if it's a little further out. Sorry, it shook a little. Okay, so we got that under cover. Everything's good. It's under control, right? So I have right here our little row counter. I don't think you saw it. 1 sec here. So that's a row counter. So for now it's on 0, okay? Right here, when we get to the first, you make sure it's down. Now, the first, I would say 2 rows, go slowly. Make sure every needle catches it, because there is always a chance that it does not. And when it doesn't, you will definitely want to cry, because the whole project or whatever you're doing will be ruined, okay? So I'm putting it down like this. So the first one, see, you have your line. Make sure it's right under. You see the little pins right here? You want it below it, okay? Not where it will catch inside the needle, right here, okay? So this row, you're going to catch every single needle, okay? You want to make sure you catch every needle. It's just that literally the first row is when you cast on, you have to go back and forth. Otherwise, it'll fall apart your whole project, okay? I will show you that afterwards if you like. And you'll see the whole project will fall apart, okay? So what you'll do is you'll go slowly, make sure it catches inside the needle, every single needle. My row counter right here just calculated 1. Don't know if you see it very well. You don't see it. So see, it calculated 1. Sorry, I'm trying to position the camera the best I could, okay? So you'll go, keep going, just like so. You'll hear it clack. Oh, another little tip I'll also give you is make sure your yarn is loose like this and not clamped in your ball. Make sure you always pull out a bunch. Because if you don't, it's going to pull. Your project is going to, it's not going to look nice. Okay? So we'll continue. We'll do a couple rows. I'll go slowly so you understand. Make sure it's down. Whoops. Sorry. Just like so. So every row now, from now on, it'll be every needle, okay? I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but I just want to make sure it's clear, because when I first started, I was so confused and I was wondering why my projects literally kept falling apart, because I didn't know at all that I needed to go back and forth for each needle. So I was like, okay, I was confused. It took me a few videos and everything just to understand it. Even because the Addy will come with kind of instructions, right? Even that, I don't know why. The picture, I guess, wasn't clear enough for my mind or something, I don't know, but I couldn't get it for the life of me. It was literally looking on YouTube at a bunch of videos that actually helped. So we'll do a couple rows. We'll do 10 rows. And then I'm going to let it roll off, okay? So see, I'll show you what happens if you don't loosen it, okay? So here, see how it's pulling? See, it's pulling now. It's going to ruin your whole project because everything's going to be stuck. It's not going to look nice. You don't want it too pulled either. So what I'm doing is I'm loosening up the yarn again. I'm at 7 rows on my row counter. Like so. And you will usually like to finish on the first one you started. So if you started on the white here, you want to finish on the white here. If you start on the black like I did, you want to finish on the black like I did. Okay, so we're at to 9 rows, and this will be our last. Because in this project, I want to show you how it would look if you did not go back and forth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this like so. Take this out like this. Remove it from under the black one. And I'm just going to hold this up just like so and cast it off and let everything fall, okay? Because I don't really want to cut the yarn just yet, because that will be another video where I'm going to show you how to cast off using the waste yarn, and I'll show you also how to cast off using a Darling needle, because they're two completely different ways for completely different projects, completely different reasons, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to hold this high so it doesn't get stuck anywhere else. You're going to release your project, okay? Just like this. It'll fall apart like so. You'll take it like this. What I'm going to do is take back my yarn that I literally just used, okay? And I'm going to show you what will happen if you didn't go back and forth through the needles, okay? So I'll go back to where I started, right here, the black needle, right? So I'm going to put it through like so. Put it through here too. Make sure it's clipped in. Close this. Put it in front of my needle like so. Make sure you have a little tail. This is what you do not want to do, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast on without going back and forth, and I'll show you what happens to your project when you do that, okay? So you're going on. You're literally catching every needle. Okay, so every single needle you caught, right? You see what's happening? You see that? You see this? It's coming apart, right? You see this? I'll do a couple more. You'll literally see your whole project coming apart. Why? Because you did not go back and forth through the needles. Okay? So I'm going to take this off again. Get it out from there. Release it completely. Make sure you get all the needles, because sometimes you have to push it down because it doesn't always catch. Take it off. It'll come off easy because it didn't stick to begin with. So, yeah. So that's what would happen if you did not cast on properly. And that is what I was doing. And I was wondering, okay, why isn't it working? It's like my projects keep falling apart. I couldn't understand why. Well, it's because you're supposed to crisscross. The crisscross, what it does is it's putting a lock on your project. That way, nothing falls out, nothing falls apart, nothing, you know? Yeah, nothing to worry about in that case. So, ooh, my yarn's being a little brat. I'll cut it because it's just leaving me a knot. So 1 sec. But that's what was happening to me in the beginnings. So I will go through this one last time with you guys, the proper way to do it. So we're both on the same page and we both won't cry at the end of the day if you just got a knitting machine and you're not sure, okay? So like I said, a little tail. Leave about maybe this much. So from the tip of my fingers down. I don't know if you see it properly. Let's see if we move further away. So we put it in our needle. You'll go inside the needle, behind the needle, inside the needle, behind the needle, inside the needle, behind the needle, inside, behind, inside, behind, and it goes back and forth till the end. So like so, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, and forth. So you end it on a back. You put it through here. You have the little hole here, like I said. You push it in. You close this so nothing comes out. Nothing runs away, as you would call it. And this way, it's like what it pretty much does is it locks your project into place. It won't fall apart. Everything will stay together. That's the difference. So I'll go through it and do a couple rows with you one last time. And in the next video, I'll show you how to cast off using a darning needle. And then I will show you also in another video after that how to cast off with waste yarn. Okay? So as I said, back at number 1, I started with the black needle. Make sure this is pushed down right here, like lower than the little red, little catchy parts, as you would call it. I don't know if you see it very well. Just right here. See, you want it down below this, okay? This one you want right here so you can catch it in the needle. So after that, the second row, you just go each needle. You cast each needle. You cast on all of them. You go slowly for the first, second row. That way, you made sure you have all needles casted on and you have nothing to worry about. So I'm going a little bit faster. Oops. And see, there's already a huge difference in your project because nothing has fallen apart. It's all nice and solid. You can pull it. It's not falling apart. I stretched it, but it's not falling apart. Though, depending on your projects you're doing, you're going to stretch it in the end anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. So there you go. Like I did with the first time. Open this. Pick this up. Usually you'll end on the one you started. I'm just casting it off like this. In the next video, like I said, I'll show you with the darning needle, okay? So you lift it up high like this. Make sure nothing catches. So make sure. Lift it high. Everything will fall off. Okay? Just like so. And there. Now I can reuse it and it's not considered waste yarn this time. That way I can reuse it for when we cast off the next time. Okay, guys? So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and I hope it helps you guys. Bye. Have a really nice day.